Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining. I apologize for not being able to go live on the Veteran Realtor podcast, but I don't have 100 followers, so it wouldn't let me. So if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the Veteran Realtor podcast. It would mean the world to me. And next, so what we talked about on the live was on my personal page. So what it was is that Governor Evers has set aside funding in his annual budget to reduce the threshold for the Wisconsin property tax credit from 100% down to 70%. What that means is that if you're rated at 70% or greater by the VA, you could get a property tax credit in the state of Wisconsin. So if your property taxes will just go to simple, like we're $10,000 and you were rated at 70%, you would get a tax credit of $7,000 from the state of Wisconsin. Sorry, I keep shaking the camera. That would be super annoying if I was watching. So, and if you're rated at 80%, you would get an 80% credit, or 90%, 90%, and 100%, 100%. Pretty simple, right? Math-wise. In those numbers it is, but usually not. So that's the property tax credit change that's happening. The next major news that he has set aside funding for a tax credit for renters that are veterans as well. That's one of the major takeaways that I got is if the heat is not included, they're doing a 25% rental credit. And if the heat is included, a 20% credit for veterans. Now, I don't have the specific details on what the ratings are going to be or if that's going to be similar to the property tax credit, but that is something that I have asked Alex Jors about, or Representative Jors. And so hopefully as soon as I get that information, I will let you guys know. But I think this is really great information for veterans across the state of Wisconsin, so that just to make housing more affordable, life more affordable for all the veterans who have served our country. So it's great news. The budget is a proposal, meaning that it could change still. It's not automatic. It's not 100% set in stone. A lot of the times with the negotiations with the budget, things come and go. So we want to make sure that we follow the budget to make sure that it does stay on the governor's plans in the budget and that it doesn't get dropped off as part of a negotiation strategy by either party. So as the bill or as the budget goes through and things like that, I'll let you guys know of any changes that I hear of or that I see, and Representative Jors is going to keep me informed too, so I can let all of you guys know. So it is amazing that this is finally, hopefully, coming to light. It's been 5 or 6 years since the first proposed change to the property tax credit in the state of Wisconsin. And this will have us aligned with the many other states that do the same thing. And like Illinois and stuff like that, they go down to 70% and stuff like that. So I think it's great news for those of us who, or those of you guys who are not rated at 70%, that are rated at 70%, 80%, 90%, that are not 100% like some of us. So I think it really is great news for you guys. Be a lot more money for you and your families. And just so you guys are aware too, if you guys aren't familiar, it is a tax credit, meaning that you still do pay in the full tax amount every year. And then when you file your property taxes, when you file your personal taxes at the end of the year, that's when you get the credit back from the state of Wisconsin. So maybe you were going to get $3,000 back, and then your tax credit's like $7,000. Now you're going to get $10,000 back in property tax or in income taxes. Keep saying property taxes, but in taxes. So you don't automatically just pay less. It's just that you pay it and then you get an amount back at the end of the year as a credit for that. And I can go into more details about why it's not a exemption and why it's a credit. I got lots of details on that in the past week or so as well. So that's a video that I'm probably going to do because I think it's important for everybody to know the difference of why we do have a credit versus an exemption. Basic terms, everybody has to be taxed equal. That's the reason. And a credit doesn't change that. It only offsets it, kind of. So everyone's still taxed equal. It's just that we get a credit. So anyhow, please follow the Veteran Realtor podcast for more news, updates, benefits, veteran loans, all that good stuff. So have a great day, everybody. Bye.